Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and yeah, we're doing another live stream. Turns out I need to get a whole new monitor altogether. My monitor just died. Now it won't even turn on. So, anyway, I'm making this video because I need to discuss a video that I posted yesterday, and it's one that admittedly does not have a whole lot of views, only a few hundred. That's how it goes. The non-Uber videos tend to not do as well sometimes, but whatever. Well, I did a report yesterday that Tesla had been reporting false numbers on the safety of their self-driving cars. And I got, hey Dark Road Run, this comment from a Raymond. And he's like, that report was completely made up. Read it before informing us. Now, of course, I would argue this is not the way you disagree with someone. I mean, it's like you could have said, hey, this report isn't real. Did you read this article? You could have given me like a follow-up, but it's like, hey, the report was made up. Read it before informing us. And well, I figured I wanted to talk about this, not because I like to respond to people in the comments, but because it's like, I've been bamboozled by a story before. It's happened. I'm not going to lie. And for the record, this was the story I was reading. So, an agency hid Tesla crash data for nearly 2 years. Is that any way to build trust in driverless times? What is the source? The source is the Los Angeles Times, which, in my opinion, is a reputable news source. I know that some people say, oh, they're too liberal, and it's like, well, yeah, but for the most part, they get their facts correct. And I was going back to this comment, and it's like, how is this false? It just dawned on me, I don't have my microphone. Like, oh, I should have put the microphone. Oh, well. Anyway, but I wanted to, be good. I didn't want to purposefully put out false information, so I unlisted this video temporarily. Just temporarily, till I could find out what was going on. And I searched Tesla, and I found a lot of stories on, well, here, I guess I'll show you what happens when I search Tesla. And let's go to news. So, you find this article. You find this article, the Model 3. You find the reason Tesla spent 218 on Maxwell Technologies. You find all these stories, but I'm not finding any rebuttal to the story that in fact there's the article I was reading earlier. But I didn't find any articles about where the information was fake. So I did several searches, and it took me an hour, by the way, and I finally found this from Electric. Tesla report shows most negative NHTSA complaints are fake and a tactic from detractors. And I was kind of like, oh shoot, this is it. So I looked at this, and it's fairly long, and you have these examples. And then you have these reports. So Tesla did respond to this, but here's where I realized something. This report was August 27th, 2018. This article is February 14th, 2019. Like almost a year later. Almost a year later. So this does not have anything to do with this. And Tesla has not responded to this. And here's the thing. If the false reporting was going on last year, why is it still going on this year? Now, it should be noted that the what is it? It's the NHTSA. They are a third-party board and company. They don't work for Tesla. It is, of course, in Tesla's best interest to debunk reports like this, or at least put the most positive spin on it as possible. Remember that whole Amazon second headquarters thing that they backed out, and they're like, oh, well, 70% of the people liked us and wanted it. Well, no, that's BS. If 70% of the people liked what you were doing, you wouldn't have backed out. There's no reason to have backed out at that point. So, and if the information is truly false, then Tesla would have been able to sue for this being false information, but it's independently audited, and this is what their report came to. It came to the fact that, you know, the agency hid Tesla crash data for nearly 2 years. So, look, guys, I actually like Tesla, to be perfectly honest. Tesla is I kind of told people, like, when people say, "What's your dream car?" It's a Tesla Model 3. I love Tesla. I like what Elon Musk is trying to do for the environment. I even like his space program. I think his space program is pretty sweet, to be perfectly honest. But it's still a company. They still do bad things. And just because, you know, there's a report that something, you know, is not correct, or like there's a report that something's not rosy, I should say, in Tesla land. Now, here's the thing. In all fairness, oops, sorry, that's not what I. Too many tabs right now. You gotta love doing it live. Admittedly, this is not the worst comment I've read. I mean, things like that are way, way worse. But this is not helpful. Like, you know, this is a hey, you're an idiot. Like, you should read the article. Well, look, I did read the article. The article said the information was being covered up. It came from a reputable source. It came from a local date, local time. Good writer. I actually like Russ Mitchell quite a bit. So, in my opinion, I've unprivated the video and it's gone back up. I consider this to be a story until it is otherwise stated. I consider it to be factual until there's some concrete evidence that, you know, Tesla didn't do this. And I know some people are not going to be happy about that. But, you know, that's just how it works. Tesla makes mistakes. They all make mistakes. And yeah, I always admit my bias. I don't like these self-driving cars. And when I see an article like this, I do kind of think to myself, oh, yeah, big shock. But I did research this. I did go back. Someone called it out. I went through it again. I have found no evidence that this article is incorrect. So it's going to go back up. And I'm sorry, Robert. I did read the article. I double fact checked it. It seems to be legitimate. So we're going to just leave it at that. And I know there's people right now talking in the comments. This is not going to be one of those videos where I respond terrible lot. But Ryan, just to let you know, I will. I'm thinking about doing something for Dave Smith. But you know, anyway, that's just where we are. That's just where we are. So anyway, that's where we're going to leave it because this is going to be a pretty short one. I actually have some Oscar-nominated shorts to go see, and it's. The Oscar-nominated documentary shorts, they are so hard to find, and when you find them, they're in the most inconvenient location. So, but anyway, and then I'm going to sleep some more. My body's kind of been recovering from the hepatitis B shot, so yesterday was pretty miserable. That's the only reason I didn't do this quote-unquote correction video earlier. But yeah, the article seems sound, and there's no reason to doubt that Tesla hid the crash data. There's no reason to doubt that whatsoever at the moment. I mean, unless some concrete evidence comes out that says otherwise, I consider it a true story. But anyway, what do you folks think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have articles, recent articles, I should say, that says, hey, this is false? I would love to read them if you find them, so comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my exclusive Patrons-only blog. As always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.